Hello boys and girls, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm at Beckley Creek Park, and I'll be showing you some of the different things that I like around here at the park. We're down at the southern edge of the park near the Valley of the Giants. Hi there, how are you doing? And I wanted to show you a couple of things, but it's a nice day today, and it was a little bit chilly earlier, so I thought, well, I could wear some layers, some different things to stay warm. And I did bring an old hat that I have. It was from my dad, just in case I needed it. I don't think I will later, but it's for the Air Force Falcons. Near the Valley of the Giants, there's a couple of cool old trees. I think how the trail got its name that are on. So this is the Valley of the Giants trail. Turns out the hat was kind of beneficial. It is keeping me warm in the shade today. We've seen some of the trees, but we're getting up to one of the big ones, and I think it might be dead, but you can get a sense of the size and the age. This is a pretty easy trail. It's nice as long as it's dry out. You can probably even ride your bikes on it if you come out to get outside some. It's a little bit strange. I haven't run into too many people, but I've run into a couple, and I'm not used to filming when other people are close by and around. A little self-conscious about it. This is a beautiful day and a beautiful trail. I'm also being extra careful to make sure the record button after the last time I was recording outside. The sign back there said that the trail is 0.63 miles, so just a short little walk or a little bike ride. I hope you can get out and see it. So now I'm at the Grand Allée, which is a sort of straight and flat path. A lot of times they could use this for special events, and then there's a number of athletic fields that are out here on this side and a couple of picnic areas, and it's above a neat part of the feature of the park, which is the Louisville Loop. The Louisville Loop is 10 to 12 feet wide and is great for bike riding or taking a walk. Behind me, some of the beautiful trees. You can see through the trees part of the Louisville Loop behind me. For a bike ride or for a walk, I'm going to walk up, I don't know. And also there's a neat pond. A lot of times you can see ducks at the pond. Here where there are some ducks that are here. I was walking around the pond, so you can see the pond in the background. And let me take a look at the ducks real quick. So I'm getting a little warm. So I'm gonna take my hat off as the first thing, be able to stay comfortable while you're outside. So that'll give you a little bit of a look on the other side of the bridge. There's a neat rock wall over here, and you can actually take two trails, one to go into the wetlands a little bit, and then also one to go overlook Floyd's Fork. You wanna get out and have a place where you don't have much difficulty and spend some time together as a family. You can do that out here. So I am on part of the Louisville Loop here, and there's a lot of things that are closed down out at the parklands right now. Most of the buildings and the playgrounds and the athletic fields, but there's still a lot that you can do to kind of get out and experience a little bit more open space. I always found that it kind of expands my heart and makes me feel like I can encounter the vastness of God in the middle of it. So I did want to take just a minute to stop by the Egg Lawn. Now that's probably where most of you are familiar with. Some of our athletic teams come out here to practice. Sometimes we have field trips. I know our 8th grade usually takes a field trip out here, maybe for field day. Lots of room. This is also the busiest area, so there's a lot of people around on the grass and playing different sports just with their families. That this is a good place to come and to maybe spend some time together. But I'm on the Coppice Woods Trail. This is my favorite trail, mainly because of the elevation change, and it's 1.87 miles. So sometimes I'll come out here and do this once, and sometimes I'll try to do it twice, or I've even done it 3 times before. But there's a couple of little hills and a couple of big hills. It's a good trail to kind of get out more like you're feeling into the woods. You can park down by the boat launch, or you can park up closer to the fishing lakes. So if you like to fish, there's also places where you can come out here and fish and spend that time together. I'm also glad that I took off my jacket and left that in the car this time. First little hill done. So there are a couple of cool stream crossings. Drain all the water out of the surrounding hills into Floyd's Fork. This part of the trail is a little sentimental for me. I remember after my last back surgery, when I was trying to get back out and exercise some more, this part of the trail was the first part where I felt like I had my trail legs back. Trail legs meaning that I wasn't afraid of every step that I might fall or hurt myself again, and that I was feeling more confident. There's a lot of areas in Beckley Creek Park that have kind of hidden features, different overlooks and places you don't see from the road, and that are really kind of neat and cool. This one is part of the trail, actually goes under the main road of the park. So we're heading in the shadow here, and you can see the bridge above you. The cars are going overhead, and you get to travel underneath. Pretty cool. There are a couple of spots where you come pretty close to a steep decline or incline, where you kind of go down, and sometimes you can see Floyd's Fork below, or you can see the Louisville Trail. Can't see that from here right now, but you have a nice little view. So to keep you safe, they also have some fences. So in my mind, these two little tree stumps that I just passed, if you can see them behind me, those mark the final phase of the hike. And so I know from here, it is all downhill. So that is a fun trail. I've done it a lot and enjoyed it quite a bit. And it touches back down to the Louisville Loop. And normally I park down here by the boat launch, but I forgot today I parked up near the road. So it's not all downhill. I've got to go back up to get to my car. So it's important for us to certainly be working out our minds as we do our academics and continue our studies. As you do that, it's also important for us to work out our hearts, to learn to love better and to serve others, and to work out our spirits in prayer with God, and also to work out our bodies. And so I encourage you to get out and do some activity, some exercises, run and play, or get out to a park and work out part of what God has given you as a gift in your life. All right, so remember that I love you, care for you, think that this could be a great place for you and your family to come, and I'll keep you in my prayers. God is with us, and His creation is one of the ways that we know of His attributes, of His qualities, of the way that He loves us and is so profoundly giving to each one of us. May God bless you, and St. Patrick, pray for us.
Water's so good.